Hello, I'm going to tell about persuasive speech about Isaac Newton. And hello, my name is Roxburg Rivera from BSECE. So let's begin. On December 15, 1642, Isaac Newton was born in Wiltshire, England. England. His mother, Hannah Newton, remarried when he was just 3 years old and moved away, leaving him to be raised by an uncle. His father passed away before he was born. He was sent to the neighborhood grammar school, and for a while, it was thought that he may grow up and misappropriate his mother's asset. Nevertheless, he praised in the pursuit of his large interest. In 1661, after graduating from the grammar school, he enrolled at Trinity College at the University of Cambridge. In 1665, he earned his Bachelor of Arts, and 2 years later, the institution appointed him a fellow. According to the legend, Isaac Newton developed the theory of gravitation around 1665 or 1666. After observing an apple fall and wondering why it went straight down rather than sideways or even upward, Martin Rees, a former president of British Royal Society, the country's National Academy of Science, which was once led by Newton himself, said that Newton showed the force that makes the apple fall in the holds us to the ground and is the same as force that keep the moon and planets in their orbits. Global positioning satellites would not have been possible with his theory of gravity. According to Jeremy Gray, a mathematics historian at the Open University in Milton Keynes, United Kingdom, but it was sufficient to advance spaceflight. Newton produced three of his greatest discoveries in tumultuous year of 1666, which saw England at war with Holland. Suffer from the plague and Bernherbly in London, he developed and supported the theory that white light is composite of several light colors that, when split apart by prism, produce a band of color known as the spectrum in the field of optics. The study of light, this was a groundbreaking improvement in his mathematical world, in which he developed the binomial theorem and devised a method of determining the slope of curves. The region under them paved the way of development of calculus as a branch of mathematics. But in the most important discovery was the idea of gravity, the force between our bodies that keep planets, moon, and comets in orbit. Indirect objects that are falling towards the Earth. However, his understanding of gravity remained imprecise and unprovable. It might not publish for too a long time. Newton was named Trinity University Professor of Mathematics in 1969. He was elected to the Royal Society, a non-profit organization of scientists that thinkers, in January 1672. Soon after, he published a paper outlining his optical discoveries and developed a disagreement with the scientist Robert Hooke, who several attacked Newton's research. The constant may have been simmering during the 1970s, as Newton praised in studying the mathematics of gravity. and it was have erupted in the middle of the Newton wait, of the of the 1680s. When Newton finally posted his paintings, some of which who claimed were his property, Persuasive Neutrals final principle mathematica posterity as the principle. In 3-volume collection of Newton's research, it began outlining Newton's 3 laws of motion that then went on to explain gravity and provide precise mathematical justification for it. Although the theory had its critics in the beginning, the scientific community eventually came around to it, and Newton's worldview would come to dominate physics until the 20th century. And that's all. Thank you for listening.